Hello, today we're going to make South African Malva pudding with a twist, American style pumpkin pie. Combine those two puddings together and we're going to have an extraordinary flavor burst of caramel sauce from the Malva pudding, that stickiness that you get with nutmeg, cinnamon and vanilla spice. So why are we doing this combination? Well, we saw that Thanksgiving is coming up in America. They celebrate Thanksgiving with the pumpkin pie. And in South Africa, we've got the Malva pudding. So I thought it's an excellent opportunity to combine those two pies together and say thank you to everything that's in our lives, our families, the special times that we spend together, and bring these two fusions together in this delicious tasting Malva pudding pumpkin pie. Let's get started making the pumpkin puree. So I've added a half a cup of water, and into that we're going to add the 250 grams of pumpkin. We're going to let that simmer until it turns into a nice puree. We're going to mash it up together, take it out, and we're going to let it cool down. And we're going to add it to the ingredients. Right, let's get going on that. And let's wait for our fire to get ready. We're going to get that to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Or of course, you don't have to do it in outside braai area. You can do it in your stove as well. Well, we are done turning the lovely pumpkin into a delicious puree. I toasted it a touch at the bottom, and as you can see, it's this nice, lovely, gnarly, brown, caramelly color to it. So that is the perfect consistency that you're looking for. And let me show you the rest of the ingredients before we put all the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients together. So you're asking what makes the perfect Malva pudding pumpkin pie? Well, you have to put pumpkin in, right? That's the twist that we've got going here. You have to put your ingredients, your sugar, your lovely apricot jam, vanilla essence, all the other ingredients, including a lovely golden syrup over there. You put in your baking powder and bicarbonate of soda. But why use them together? Well, the baking soda neutralizes some of the acidity in the pumpkin mix, and it helps with the browning as well. And the baking powder ensures a consistent rise that preventing the pie from being too dense or stodgy. So using them together is an excellent combo. Perfectly light, slightly spongy texture with lovely, rich, custardy, delicious, delightful flavors. All right, and then to the spin on it, we add our African cream right at the end with a dollop of vanilla ice cream. We are first going to add the wet ingredients. So to this we add 2 large eggs, 3/4 cup white sugar or 150 grams, 2 tablespoons of apricot jam. Let's get that all in there. Our delicious golden syrup, 1 tablespoon or 15 mils of golden syrup, or you can use honey as well, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Great stuff. Let's give that a mix up. Incorporate all those lovely flavors together. Make sure your apricot jam's mixed in there nicely. Good. And then we stir in our mashed, lovely pumpkin puree. And that is 1 cup or 250 mils pumpkin puree. Look at that lovely golden yellow sunshine color. Amazing. All right, so in a separate bowl, add the dry ingredients. And over here we have 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of baking powder. All right, let's just get that incorporated. Okay, we can set that aside. Let's get our wet ingredient bowl back here. All right, a bit of spillage over there, so take the milk, put some vinegar in there. There'll be some curdling that's going to happen, but you want it to happen, because this gives it this lovely, delicious texture. Well, it's going to spread throughout the pudding in any case. Okay, you add that in. Okay, and to this you add the salt. That was a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Give that a stir. Slowly add the dry ingredients, and to that you add your butter. Let's just stir that in, create a nice consistency. Alright, I think it's incorporated enough. So we're going to slightly butter our dish, and we're going to put these ingredients inside, and then we are going to make the delicious sauce. We're going to pour it over and let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes, and that is going to make it delicious. Alright, let's butter our dish and pour this in. Just take your knob of butter and let's just do all the sides and the bottom. This is just so that it doesn't stick, right? Now, I don't think that's going to be sticking in there. The only thing that will be sticking is the sticky Malva pudding in your teeth. Okay, let's get it in there. Oh, this is going to be perfect for a lovely Thanksgiving dessert, a weekend braai dessert, Christmas dessert. Lovely cinnamon, pumpkin flavors, delicious apricot jam, vanilla flavor, great stuff. Well, I think I just need to go check on the pizza braai and see if it's reached its desired temperature of 180 degrees. Let's check that out. Well, hello pizza braai, let's check you out. Yep, and that, if I get it focused properly, is 180 degrees. Alright, 180 degrees or 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 35 to 40 minutes. So now we can get stuck in making the sauce that gives it that lovely Malva pudding effect. Let's get going on that. Now's the best part, the sauce. This is what makes Malva Malva. Let's get this baddie going. To this we add a 1/2 cup of butter, 3/4 cup of milk, 3/4 cup of fresh cream, yes, 1 teaspoon vanilla essence, a touch of salt, sprinkling the salt, and a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Now we're going to stir this so it reaches a lovely caramel sauce, and then we're going to throw that and smother it on the Malva pudding pumpkin pie. Now that we're done with our lovely sauce, which is literally just dissolving the sugar, it's ready. So straight to the pizza braai. Let's get our baby out here. Look at that. You have to be gentle with the pizza braai. Let's go low and slow. But my word, look at that color. Gorgeous. All right, exciting times. Let's give it a few pokes so that when we pour over that sauce, it's going to soak into there and give it that lovely gooey texture. Okay, let's get it in. Don't be shy. Smother it. Smother it all. You might be thinking, holy smoke, this is a lot of sauce. This is what a Malva pudding pumpkin pie is supposed to be like. Saucy, gooey, drenched in delicious caramelly sauce that's going to be divine. Oh wow, let's give it 10 to 15 minutes and we'll slice it up and we'll devour it. Look at it bubbling. It's just lapping up that sauce. Well, there we are, all done. Look at that, looking absolutely marvelous. It's all melted in there, hiding in disguise, that sauce already waiting to be lapped up. Right, let's dish it up and let's taste it. All right, let's slice it or scoop it, it's your choice. I'm going to be slicing it so we get a nice piece, neat piece in there. And as you can see, with this amount of ingredients, you get around about 8 to 10 slices. Look at that. It is looking absolutely scrumptious. Let's get him dished in there. Go. Look at that. Look at that syrup that's mixed in, the caramel sauce that's mixed in. This looks divine with the pumpkin pieces in there as well. Wow, let's taste it. Taste it just on its own. Oh, look at that. Look at the density, the fluffiness, the juiciness. Let's taste that. That cinnamon, that spice that's coming through, that pumpkin. All those delicious flavors that make holiday season so festive and Thanksgiving season so festive. Absolutely gorgeous. And if you like, we can get some melted ice cream on there. And my favorite, wild Africa cream liqueur. Oh, this is sinful. Okay, look at that. Mouthful of delightfulness, joyfulness. Oh, this is delicious. If you like the South African twist on a favorite classic Thanksgiving pumpkin pie, you got to give this a try. Check this out. Right there, the pumpkin. I mean, it makes such a difference. You can really taste that pumpkin come through. That mix of that Malva pudding, pumpkin pie. Gosh, next level. Gotta try this. Hit that subscribe and like button and follow us on Travel Trails and Tastes for some more amazing braais and delicious ideas. Cheers. Dis lekker.